Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show featuring the Zoom Homies, produced by LK Productions. Hello, everybody. Welcome into April 26, 2023's version of Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. I got started pretty much on time, and it looks like it takes about 1 to 2 minutes for everything to run through with the macro. I'm going to go ahead and unmute the Zoom Homies. They are all muted. They don't know it, but they are. Look at them looking. Am I muted? Am I muted? Hello, Greg. Hello, William. Hello, Chris. And hello, Josh.
Hey, Ken. Be back in a minute.
Hello.
Stealth Mode says good evening. Good to see Stealth Mode in the chat room.
Yeah, they getting storms in Florida.
I don't even know what's going on here. It's about 50-some degrees, comfortable. I'm coming down with something, so I may not be doing a lot of talking tonight. Let's see. Everything looks good here.
You're not getting COVID again, are you?
I hope not. I really hope not. I don't know. Just got a scratchy throat and a little bit of a cough. We'll get through it. Mrs. K is going to make some hot tea and put
Moonshine and honey.
Oh, did I say tea? I meant moonshine and honey. Yes, exactly, Chris. And Stealth Mode said they had marble-sized hail today. Wow.
I saw that on the Weather Channel.
Yeah, I'm drinking plenty of liquids and getting plenty of rest, so whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be all right.
So I got to take my shirt off, so I'm turning off the camera. Getting warm in here.
I don't know what the temperature is in here, but I've got the fan running as always. All right, let's see here. Let me go look at chat real quick, see if I've seen anything. I say Doug mentioned he did not get the drive today.
Oh,
That's
I
interesting.
sent it out.
Well, you mailed it Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So, depending on what time Wednesday, that could have been considered basically Thursday. So then you got Friday, business day 1, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be the 5 business days. So, if he doesn't get it by Friday, you might. Did you get a tracking number, or did you just mail it regular mail?
3, 4,
I
5.
mailed it regular mail, I think.
Okay. Well,
Today would actually been 5.
But it depends on. It depends, Chris, on what time you got it there on Wednesday. If you got it there early enough, then sure,
That's
today
true.
would have been the 5th day. But depending on, their particular outgoing times. He said, I checked with my mail service today. Josh's drive has not arrived yet. So, interesting. Yeah. Chris is a man after my own heart, not wearing a shirt now.
Who said that?
Stealth mode. I have to bump up the fan, I think. Greg, did you get anything done today?
I didn't get much sleep last night. Went to bed at 3, got up at 5, had some coffee, watched a little TV, fell asleep on the couch for a couple hours, and went to Walmart, got that out of the way, did some laundry, changed my kid's toilet seat. He broke the hinge on it. Watered my plants.
So that reminded me, the toilet seat. I went into Kroger today and they had been working on the men's restroom. Now they working on the women's, but they ain't even through with the men's. They got the stalls down. They don't have no stalls. All you see is toilets and urinals. I don't know why they have Tail do something.
Who knows what people do. William, I muted you. There was a little bit of background audio. You should be able to unmute yourself. Let me double check that to make sure. Yeah.
I just got home back from the hospital.
Oh, okay. She all right?
Yeah, they sent her for a little blood transfusion.
Little blood transfusion. Okay. As opposed to a big blood transfusion? I guess there would be. I guess there could be such a thing. I mean, depending on how much blood you get transfused in and out. I don't know.
She's on dialysis and they monitor her levels on the machines.
Yeah, I figured kind of something like that was what was going on. So I played around with DaVinci a little bit this afternoon. Didn't get very far. I did find something I do want to try. I've got to watch the video about 3 more times because the guy talks at about 90 mile an hour and he's got a little bit of a foreign accent, and so I have to start, stop. If I can pull this off, though, I think it'll look really cool on the end with the Roadrunner thing. So, not much else going on today. It's been a pretty lazy day for me as well. Just trying to catch up on a few things. Wonder where Alex is at tonight. I don't see him anywhere.
I don't know. I called him. He didn't call me back. I peppered him.
Yeah, he has church. He
With
should
the
be
kids
home
and
now.
me.
It's 9:30. Almost 9:40 there, so
He's eating junk food.
probably. I sent him a text today. I said, "What do you do?" He goes, "Waiting on my food."
Maybe he went to get a steak.
Excuse me. I don't know. Boy, steak sounds pretty good right now. Can't spell tonight. Well, whatever this is, it's coming on pretty fast. I'm getting a fever, and let me find out where that T is at. I will be right back.
Hey, I don't hear nobody.
Yeah, I had to
Okay.
scream at Mrs. K to see where my moonshine and honey, my tea and honey was at. And oddly enough, when I stop talking, so does everybody else. Not sure why that works that way. A little bit it does. Excuse me. All right, Brian Lightfoot. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops, that's where you'll find me. Not sure what he's quoting there. Pollen gets bad, Rick Lake says. When the white... You have snow falling again? Wow. Wow. My goodness. Bobby says, I'm hitting the strike. Good night. I'm not sure what strike means, but okay. Good night. Hope to see you tomorrow. There may or may not be a daily Da Vinci. It'll depend on how I feel, but there will be a 10:30-ish stream at night.
Did you say we are streaming tomorrow or we're not?
No, I'll stream tomorrow night for sure. I don't know about Da Vinci just yet. I need to check something. We ran an experiment today on YouTube, and I'll explain more of that in a moment after I go check something. I actually uploaded my most watched video, which is an 11-second short, 6,000 some odd views, and I re-uploaded it. That seems to be the thing to do these days. And I wrote down at 3:30 that if it had 35 views by 10:30 tonight, I would be shocked. So let's go.
So,
I probably you have watched one of my videos because you made a comment on it, and I was trying to do what you told me to do with the tripod, and it didn't work out.
19 views. So my prediction of 35 is a little short. Yeah, I watched it, Josh. You just have to you need to put the tripod behind you and above you and then tilt the camera down. Let me turn my camera back on. Sorry about that. So you need to have the tripod behind you, above your head, and then tilt it down at your screen. And that way you don't have to keep looking back to see what's going on. Once you get it set up, it's good to go.
Yeah, I don't want to leave it that up because then my aunt has no room to move.
No, I don't mean leave it set up all the time. Just leave it set up while you're doing your streaming.
Yeah.
And then break it down. Because I noticed you kept checking it. It's not going nowhere. Once you have the tripod in place, it's going to sit there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got mine handy. Yeah, I do. Got it right here.
But I did the best I could.
You did good. I don't know what type of tripod you have. Mine's got 2 extensions on the legs. Let me see if I can show this or not. So I've got 2 extensions on the legs. I've got this extension extends this one, and this one extends it even further. So I don't generally like to move it because I have it set up. And then more importantly on mine, what I have is I have this right here where I can extend it another 2.5, 3 feet once I get it extended out.
This is the one that I have.
Let me see the legs at the bottom. No, not
there's the governor of Arkansas that just joined.
Yeah, I see him. Hold it like this, Josh, so I can see the bottom part. Yeah, that doesn't look to be adjustable at all. Is that a mini tripod or a full tripod?
I don't know. I was putting that out. He was the one that bought it. But I bought the same one that he bought me.
Well, when he finally gets around to joining us, we will ask him. Got my moonshine, Chris.
I'm here. Ian.
You can use peppermint too.
What kind of tripod is this, Al? Excuse me.
It's a full. It should be a full size. It's a full size.
You got powdered moonshine in that bag.
So is that got adjustable legs on it, Alex, or can you send me a link from Amazon so I could go look it up?
It should. I could send you a link.
So, Josh, once you get it set up, you just put it. Let me turn off my background. I'm sorry. So you get it set up and you get it behind you. I'm not going to extend it because I've got this set up for the fish tank. And then you put your camera in there, depending on which camera you want to use, face forward or back forward. Doesn't make any difference. Put it directly behind you so that it's like this without you holding it, obviously. And then you can forget about it. Now, the only reason I'm not doing this is because I've got it set for the fish tank and I don't want to change the settings of the legs. I do have another tripod I could demonstrate with, but I don't think it gets as tall as this one does. Well, that's interesting. I have adjusted this twice now. It's not level is what I was referring to. I'll have to level it up later. Let's get some background going in there. Can't have a green screen. Let's go figure out where it put my latest addition to my backgrounds.
But yeah, I was trying to get Fortnite to work because I tried the level of the graphic resolution and that didn't even help. So it's pretty much a lot of card to try and run Fortnite on this machine.
Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out what you were trying to do, and then it finally dawned on me what you were trying to do. And I just find it's interesting that you have two basically same machines and one works and one don't.
Yeah, check Zoom chat, Ken. It should be there.
All right, I'll look.
That is the one I double checked. That is the one that I sent to Aunt Mary's house for Joshy. So
Yeah, I find it really fascinating that the other computer that I have is a lot more powerful than this.
I think it's just your perception of it because they're basically the same computer, are they not?
Yeah.
except for the processor, I mean the processor on the new one is not as powerful as the
Hang on.
Oh, I thought they both were. I thought they both were fives.
What?
Wires.
Oh.
Jesus.
you thought they both would work.
I thought they were both the equivalent of i5s.
Well, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that is. That's the that I don't know. I don't know about that. That's the only thing that's different about him. And I know his software works good on the old one, but not good on the new one.
Right.
So they can't be the same processor.
Yeah, I pretty much tried everything that I could think of to get Fortnite to go on here. It just
67 inches is 5'7" correct?
Yes.
So that's as high as that will extend on this tripod is 67 inches. I don't know if that's quite high enough for it to be behind him or not, to be honest. If someone has or someone can get, oh yeah, 67 inches is more than sufficient. I'm at about 56 inches, just barely above my head. So that should be plenty tall enough. You're just going to have to extend everything out and figure out how to do it. Anyway, if anyone could be so kind as to go get the two, the B-Link and the one Alex sent him, I'd appreciate it. I want to do some research on that. I'll go catch up on chat. Roy says his dog keeps trying to eat the food. He's literally a garbage disposal. Yes, they are. You drop it and boy, it's gone before it hits the floor in some cases. anyway, the thing I did today was basically a test without mentioning any names. Someone did a live video on Friday, re-uploaded it again today, and I thought, why don't I take and re-upload my most watched video just to see what kind of reaction it would get. We found out 16 people. Now I could go into the studio and see the analytics. The other thing we determined today with the analytics is the analytics are not even close to being accurate. 3 people that initially watched it were subscribers, but the analytics said that it was 3 new people, non-subscribers, that had looked at the video. It was crazy. I mean, it's up to 16, but all right. So Alex found the AMD version, Ryzen 5. That's the equivalent of an i5, correct? Am I muted? No, I'm not muted.
Roughly the same. They got each have their own strength and weakness.
It's equivalent.
Yeah, it says it's an i5 or mini PC AMD Ryzen 5 3500 4-core 8 threads, 16 gigabyte of RAM, 512 gigabyte PCIe SSD mini computer. Excuse me.
Who fun? I got the
You got the other one?
that was the first one. It was a Kufun.
Right, that's the Kufun one. That was the one that Fortnite actually worked on.
Right.
So now if we could get his newest one, which is a B-Link something, and I don't remember what it is.
It had Vegas 8 graphics on it.
Right.
According to them listings.
Right. The Kufun says Radeon Vega 8 graphics. Yes. Yep. I am looking at it. I need to put that somewhere else though, so I can stay current with chat. Oh, Eileen Novak joins us. Hello, Eileen. Good to see her. I need to find out what part of the world she's from so I can put her on as a honorary member of the clocks, or whatever we're calling that. Which, by the way, there was 2 changes to the clocks that no one's noticed yet. So now everybody's going to go look at the clocks. There's Brian. Oh, he's on the wait a minute. Is that the deck of the Starship Enterprise? Be right back. I have to go get my new background. Now, in case you noticed, I'm coordinated tonight. I have Bob Burger's background. I have Bob Burger's t-shirt on.
I think that may be it there for the B-Link.
Omaha,
Link.
Nebraska. So that
Now-
would be in the Central Daylight Time Zone.
British Standard Time.
That B-Link, it don't say i5.
Where's Omaha at, Brian? Uh-oh.
Nebraska.
What the heck? So the clock's just morphed into a B-Link. That's pretty cool. Not sure how I pulled that off. I'll bet, though, if I click on that, it comes back to the clocks. Central Standard Time. Okay. Correct. Heartland of America. Okay. So let me go over here. Click on that again. Why did that not open up? All right, I give up. There we go.
I think that's it, because it was the only one I think that's it for the B-Link, because that's the only one I saw that was less than like $400, and I know she didn't spend $400. It was like $299 or something.
I thought she spent about $325, but that's says it's got 16 gigabyte of DDR4, 500 gigabyte PCIe SSD. Doesn't say anything. 12th generation Intel Adler Lake -N100. That's Greek to me. I have no idea.
Older.
The N100 I believe that means that it's some kind of Celeron, either a Celeron or a Pentium, but it's definitely not an i5
Celeron. I'm definitely not buying it.
or even an i3. But that explains why Josh's Zoom text and all that don't like it, because it's a Celeron, which is like the lowest of the low when it comes to Intel processors that you can get.
So would that prevent Fortnite from playing?
The graphics chip on that, possibly, and also the graphics chip on that computer, based on what Doug and everybody was saying, the graphics on that computer is preventing Fortnite from playing.
A little bit of a drum roll and got to make a slight little change. I got Eileen added, but I forgot to put it all in capitals. So I got to go back and change that.
Is there a way Joshy could share his screen and we confirm that?
That I don't know.
The processor, I guess he could.
Possibility. So let's try this again. There we go. Eileen I added
But
to
I thought he said it was
the
i5.
clocks. Uh-oh, she says, no. I'm not sure what she's saying, no to. Do you not want to be on the clocks? You know you've made it big when you've hit my clocks. Do what, or Chris?
I was saying, it looks like Doug would have caught that if it was a Celeron or whatever.
I don't know. Long Dog says the Celeron processor originates from a long time ago, almost 10 years and many more. Yep, kind of the bottom of the barrel processor.
Like other people's,
Longer than 10 years.
Rick Lake says that explains things.
I watched other people's videos, other people reviewing those type of computers with the Celerons, and all the videos I've seen say that the Celerons begin with the letter N. So I figured that out.
Well, you're just taking an educated guess that is actually it. We need to find. Josh needs to go into his Amazon history and actually find out what it was he bought, and then
If Celeron starts with N, that will be Neleron.
Oh my goodness. Start menu settings. What do you mean? It says start menu settings. About will show you CPU. Josh, can you do that?
Do what?
Start menu settings and then about, and it'll show you what your CPU is, and then share your screen.
Yeah, hold on.
All right. 11 o'clock already. That's a quick half hour. I'm kind of voting yes.
Yeah, she asked.
I'm hoping she's voting yes on does Celeron make that much of a difference. I hope she's not voting yes that I put her on the clocks.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a
know
minute.
that-
What? Wait a minute. Wintermute says, sorry, start menu setting systems about. Did I read that wrong or?
It says Intel Core i5 11th Gen.
Okay, so I thought my memory was correct.
Can you go to his device?
So Alex, would the i5 11th generation handle Fortnite? Or should it handle Fortnite?
Yes, it should. So that goes back to the issue of the graphics card, whatever graphics are built into that computer.
Okay.
The Iris graphics.
But I noticed sometimes it freezes up with my Zoom app too, because it did it twice in one day.
Well, you
When
have
I
to
was-
remember, Josh, your Zoom text also installs a display driver in the device manager, so it depends on the graphics as well as Fortnite.
Right.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and unshare your screen. Thank you, Josh.
So that would explain why you're having an issue playing Fortnite and an issue with your Zoom text. If those are the only two problems, if those are the only two programs you're having an issue with. Or
Right.
Did Windows Update by any chance install a video driver?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Zoom suddenly morphed into a mini PC
I don't-
AMD Ryzen 5. What the heck?
Well, sometimes those
I don't.
Windows
I don't
Update-
let any computer go out and get any driver from Windows Update.
Dedicated video makes a lot of
I
difference.
put the Intel driver assistant on here, and I updated the graphics driver. And since I've done that, I haven't really had any problems with the monitor flickering.
Well, hopefully you'll get your other one tomorrow from them, and you can see if it's still. Long Dog, Josh needs to find an inexpensive video card. I'm going to go out here on a limb and say it would have to be inexpensive, and it'd have to be really, really little to go in that card,
Yeah.
in that computer.
Yeah.
It's not an option. That thing is like 4 inches by 4 inches by an inch and a half or something like that. It's real super small. And I've seen
USC base is the only thing he's got if he wants to do that option. USC base,
Okay.
USB base card.
I just find it funny that I woke up out of bed this morning and the first thing out of my aunt's mouth is, I want Doug to reinstall Windows 11. And I'm thinking in my mind, why?
What's it currently have on it? Windows 11?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree. Why?
You know, I think I have a pretty good idea as to why.
Actually, I do too, but go ahead.
Because he's got his Zoom text, his JAWS, his Fortnite, and that the web root on there slowing it. It's really slowing it down or something.
Yeah, but she's got plenty of hard drive, and it's like a 512 gig hard drive or SSD in this thing.
I agree with what Alex said. Josh, did you guys go out and repurchase WebRoot again?
No.
You still had time left on your original one?
Yeah, we have about we have about 499 days left. But it goes all the way to the life of Windows 10.
So does your
Really?
Aunt Mary use JAWS and Zoom Tech?
No, I do.
So I can see the point then to reinstalling it. By reinstalling Windows, you wipe all that off of there, and since she doesn't use it, you don't need to put it back on that computer, do you?
Right. That's why
Or can you just remove it?
That's why I'm taking the older machine. If I can get the Groupon to bring it down here, which I've been fighting with them and they won't do it.
Well, if worst case scenarios, next time you come to visit, you'll just have to remember to bring it with you. I mean, I know that doesn't get you playing Fortnite as quickly as you'd like to, but that's worst case scenario. I know I figured somebody picked out the computer, and I know that money is always an issue. Yeah, generally is. So,
Josh, if I remember right, you did a maximum backup copy before you did anything to the machine.
uh-oh. I see the wheels churning. That didn't sound like a very confident yeah, Joshy. Did you back it up before you? Yeah. Did you back it up before you did anything to it?
No.
Thank you. So, William, Good idea. Unfortunately, it wasn't done. So yeah,
Roy,
basically,
yeah,
I
Windows
think I
11.
do what, Chris?
I'm sorry. Roy was asking if it had Windows 10. I said no, it had Windows 11.
No, it came with 11 installed. I understand now, and I agree with what Alex said. If by reinstalling 11, it'll wipe all that stuff off, and if she doesn't need it, yeah, by all means, do it. And then as
all
soon as you
it
get
is-
it done, do a backup so you have a backup of it.
Well,
It's
when I
all-
deactivate the software and uninstall it, it will come off anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
but when you uninstall stuff, it always leaves stuff behind, you know.
the clean install will take care of that, though, won't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then that's what I would do. Once you get your old one back and you get it up and functioning and running, then by all means, that's what I would do. Or have Doug do it. I'm sure you've already shot him an email asking him to do it, have you not?
No, I haven't.
What? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Roy says, always back your stuff up. You never know what can happen. SSSD. That must be a new drive. The old SSSD. It dies, it's gone. Not the SSD, but the SSSD. That's like the
Super solid
SSS
state
minnow.
drive.
Oh, me. Put on my avatar. Gotta wipe the sweat off my face. Too much pressure. Too much pressure tonight.
Josh's favorite answer to questions is always no. That's his
You know
favorite-
what, Alan?
All right, girls,
Hey,
knock
put
it
them in the
off.
waiting room.
I'll put you both in a waiting room permanently if you don't knock it off.
Like Blubber and Fistler.
Call it what you want. Sean joins us. Jose joins us. I didn't hear Jose come in. He must have used that stealth mode bell or something. Submarine SSD. No, I'm not going to give him a timeout.
Guess what?
I give up what?
I have 64 gigs of RAM in my computer running at 6,000 megahertz with XMP on.
Is that you didn't? Is okay? So is that new RAM or did you figure out how to get the old stuff to work?
I took 2 sticks out, I turned it on, let it register, and then I went to the BIOS, turned XMP on, just like William told me to. And then I put the other 2 sticks in. It took about 30 minutes for my computer to boot up again. But when it booted up, I went into Task Manager, and I go into Task Manager, and I go to Performance, and it says it's running at 6,000 megahertz.
And you put the
So-
other 2 sticks back in, and it held at 6,000.
Yep.
Cool.
Well,
My RAM is a 2013 with a V8.
Okay, so Long Dog says, what in the world do you need 64 gigabyte of RAM? Just answer the simple question. I have 64 gigabyte of RAM. And
I got 64.
yeah, and I primarily use it for anybody. Greg, what do I use 64 gigabyte of RAM for?
Have friggin' Da Vinci shit.
There you go. Greg's such a fan.
but I will have to admit that my computer is beeping for some reason. I'm assuming it didn't beep when the 2 sticks were in there at 6,000 megahertz, but it's beeping now. It's making like a little beeping noise. I don't know where the hell that beeping noise is coming from.
You had a beeping noise before, though, didn't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you did. Not from this machine, but I thought it was another one.
So
So
you actually overclocked it.
Okay. Is it a beep beep or is it a meep meep?
yes, we need to know. It's important.
No, it just beeps here and there, and then it stops, and then it beeps a little bit, and then it stops.
He don't get it.
No, I don't.
I get it. I've only got 32 gigabytes of RAM in my computer, but it's only because when I bought the computer, 64 gigs of RAM was $300. I didn't feel like spending $300 on RAM that I may or may not need to use. I've yet to max out my 32 gigs.
Morse
Ken,
code for computers.
Ken, before I send you this computer, you're getting a CPU upgrade, just so you know.
Okay. I want to catch
What'd
up.
you
You're
say,
going
Caleb?
from the Ryzen, the 5700X to a 5900X.
Okay.
And you know what a 5900X is, right?
2 above a 7X. I don't know.
It's a Ryzen 9 5900X. Because we all talked about it the other day, it would be really good for your DaVinci, since you're going to put DaVinci on here. It's RAM and CPU and graphics card intense. So I'm gonna I have a Ryzen 9 coming to me brand new, and I only paid like 100 and some bucks for it. So yeah, so you're just gonna get. I'm just gonna put it in there for you.
Yeah, Long Dog and I are having a little bit of a chat conversation about DaVinci and the GPU and the RAM and everything else. And he asked me what else I'm running. For the most part, I run DaVinci in conjunction with OBS because I'm recording what I'm doing in DaVinci so that I can do some premieres every now and then. I have learned to not be doing anything else now that I don't need Zoom running and you use my camera in the background. I don't use Zoom any longer unless I want to have a fancy background like Bob's Burgers, and then I would use the Zoom and just block it out. So now if you were to run a virtual machine, that'd be a different story. I'm sure it would. Eileen says no Fooey way 4. Oh yeah, plus occasionally I will have a few tabs of Chrome open, as has been pointed out by my assistant in North Carolina. And 1,000's probably a tad bit of an over exaggeration. There are a few. I don't know though. Let me check something. This will make a few people gasp. Well, I haven't done it yet. So,
okay.
Right now on Brave browser, I have 46 tabs running. But it's not, Brave browser is not running right now. I just started it to see how many tabs. When I run Brave browser, there are 46 active tabs. In conjunction with Google Chrome's running. OBS is not running when I do actually. Yeah, for real. I use my Brave browser to watch television, Eileen. That's how I watch TV. I have to watch it.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, I have to watch it a little bit after the show is over, but it's all good. I only watch about 46 shows. No, in all seriousness, I only watch about. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 shows religiously. And then if a movie comes out that I want to see, I'll go watch that as well. But clearly I need to go close some of those tabs. That's on next week's to-do list.
I use my TV for watching TV shows. I use my phone. I use my phone for making phone calls. I use my computer for computing. I'm weird.
But you don't have a manual bicycle. You have a battery operated bicycle, right?
Well, who the hell wants to pedal? I welded those pedals in place. They don't move.
That could be disastrous if you get somewhere and you run out of energy. Who you got?
What, my legs are broken too?
Well, you gonna push it?
I'll just drop it in the gutter and walk.
When I was a teenager, a friend of mine and I went on a long bike ride and I blew a tire out coming back, so I had to push the doggone thing home. That's why I asked.
Roy says going up hills.
I think I told y'all before about my story about having a flat tire on a bicycle.
Wow, did Alex really just leave because he was arguing with Josh? And
I don't think he left because of that. He left, but I don't know why he left.
oh,
Could be because it's only 10:15 in the central part of the state. Eileen says she doesn't have a TV. No.
Roy wants to know if I would need pedals for going up hills. Central California, the biggest hill we have is an ant hill in my front yard.
That's funny.
Off to the east, you got hills.
Well, I got oceans if I go far enough too, but my bike doesn't go on the ocean.
Yeah, east, and west. There.
I
My
could take
niece,
my,
Brian,
can
my
always,
niece-
I could all take my bike to England.
my niece lives in Visalia.
If you
You
go
know
to
where that-
if you go to England, let me know. I need a picture of Abbey Road.
My niece lives in Visalia.
Yeah, that's flat country, no hills.
Yeah.
They call us flatlanders. I'm serious. That's the people that live up in the hills of California. All us that live down in the Central Valley, they refer to us as the flatlanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, Long Dog points out that running so many open tabs in a browser could potentially cause problems. Oh yeah, I agree. And I need to pare that down a little bit, but I get busy doing stuff and I just open another tab, get busy doing stuff, just open another tab. Before you know it, there's 1,000 tabs open.
look at that Corvette looking car. I just posted a video. Look at that Corvette looking car, but it's actually a jet boat. It's like a jet ski or something, but it looks like a car.
I seen one of those last week where someone took a 1962 Chevy Impala, I think it was, and they had a boat reconfigured to look just like the 1962 Chevy Impala. It was actually pretty cool. Hey, you did go buy Alex's mom's Corvette.
So
I thought that was you that did that. How you like
Dollar
it?
down, dollar week. Instant financing.
So believe it or not, last night after we got off Zoom and YouTube, I Googled the best gaming card out there right now. YouTube, Google, Bing, and another search engine told me that the RX 6600 XT is the best one out there right now. And they run about $359.99 a piece. And they're 12 gig. They're a 12 gig card. I think they said that it even runs better than the 4090 or the 4070 or the 4080 or any other card. So I'm probably going to get it.
Wintermute says Google added a mem saver to Chrome recently. 3 dots, more tools, and then performance. It unloads inactive tabs, which can be annoying sometimes. In parentheses, lose your place at a half-watched video. That's the other problem that I have, is I will start watching a video, and then I will be right back. That voice did not sound familiar.
And they added that dumb junk to Google Maps. Some kind of memory thing to Google Maps.
Oh, get ready. You're going to see the gun come out. Ken has an intruder. He said he didn't recognize that voice. You don't have to go to his room and get his gun because there's an intruder.
No, Mrs. K is in there talking to the TV again. I keep trying to tell her they're not going to answer.
Huh?
It just didn't sound like her voice. That's all. Can disable for any site. I disabled for YouTube. Yeah, I was watching. Well, right now on Google, if I go to my Google at the bottom and I click on this one, I have two tabs open, DaVinci and experimenting with duplicates, because that's something I want to look into. But it's the experimenting with duplicates with video, and I want to do it with stills. My philosophy is if it can be done with the video, it ought to be able to be done with a still. Might be a little bit of work involved, but in theory, that should work. Stream Deck is running, OBS is running, Zoom is running, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs open on Google Chrome right now, in addition to the other one with Tube. So,
Did you say a still? So you do make moonshine?
I can neither confirm nor deny that statement, Chris.
How does Chris know what a still is?
Steel. He knows what a steel is.
Because I had a grandpa that I never met, my dad's father, that ran moonshine.
Oh. Just checking.
He could ride a horse and outrun the law.
Did he drive a race car?
No,
I wonder if Alex lost power. Is there bad weather down in Arkansas right now? Let me go to our weatherman. Chris, can you show us what's going on in Arkansas at the moment?
I'm pulling it up. Seems like there was some weather going on in West Georgia too. Pine Bluff, I see Pine Bluff. No, it's south of him. It's none close to him.
Well, they're in Sheridan, so if it's south of
I know,
Pine Bluff,
I see Sheridan.
yeah.
Sheridan is west of Pine Bluff.
Well, you never know. There might have been a traffic accident. Somebody hit a pole or something.
Dead south of Little Rock.
Ski Man says hello.
Ken?
Yes, Brian.
I got some video right from Sheridan. You want to see it? This is live. Are you ready?
I don't know. Go. Yeah, sure. Why not? That looks like Alex's house. Well, what used to be at Alex's house. We shouldn't joke
I wouldn't
about
lie.
that. So right now, according to the link that Ski Man
That was
provided,
Hurricane Ian.
there's only 10,000 plus people without power in Texas. Everybody else has got no outages anywhere. So pretty cool. I have to keep that in mind. Anything can happen in Arkansas. Oh, that's funny. No, I didn't see anything either. I sent him a message, but he didn't answer. So hopefully he's just getting ready
Hey,
for bed.
that map, it looks like 10K people are out of power in Texas.
Yeah, it said 18,000 some odd. If you look to the
Yeah, 18,140.
right, and then Florida,
YouTube.
California, Louisiana, that was updated at 11:17, so about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Ken, I'm sorry. I shared my screen and the stream went black after.
Oh, it did. I got to figure out why it does that. That's really frustrating, but that's an easy fix.
It's my fault.
All I got to do is come over here and click on that, and then go back into that and click on Zoom meeting, and it's back. I don't know why that does that. It didn't used to do that. Yes, the screen was black. It's back now. It's back from black. Or no, back
Hey,
in black.
Ken,
Yes.
did you lose any subscribers lately?
Did I lose any
I
what?
think I pissed off one of your subscribers.
Actually, I'm gaining subscribers. Nope, I did lose one. I'm at
We're on
266.
YouTube. So we're on YouTube. I don't want to say the name, but I think he really got. I think that person got really pissed off when I sent them that message.
Well,
'Cause he
wasn't
hasn't been back since then.
Hey, Stealth, I was at 267. Now I'm at 266, and that's fine. I think 400 by the end of the year is obtainable and achievable. Oh, shoot. I was going to post a link to John's bacon wrapped spaghetti. He's only 147 away from 1,000 subscribers. So I want to do a John Southern Exposure subscriber push one of these nights to see if we can't help him get to 1,000 subscribers. Really, man, that looks so good.
You get him to 1,000 subscribers, I bet he'll come out here and he'll come to your state and he'll cook for you. He'll make some of his good meals.
Oh, he cooks and I mean, it looks good. It really does look good. Now, whether it is or not, different story. I'm sure that it is. I'm just poking fun at him.
You should put a disclaimer though. If you subscribe to John's channel and you're from Ken's channel, make sure you leave a comment after you subscribe and say I'm from Ken's channel.
Yeah, could do that. He's at 853 subscribers. He's got 63 videos. See, I'm doing something wrong. I got thousands of videos, but I only have 266. So I'm going to drop a link to, as soon as I find it.
I think I'm already subscribed to him.
All you got to do is go into YouTube and go to your subscription list, and it'll tell you. So I'm going to put this in 2 different places. I'm going to drop it over here in YouTube itself. That's really good watching. And I'm going to put it in Zoom like I need to do that. I don't, but I'm going to. And there it is for the Zoom homies, just in case you guys are not watching. Eileen said she was out saving
Eileen.
Western civilization.
The hell with
Looks
the
good,
Eastern.
spaghetti.
The
Yeah.
hell with the Eastern. The hell with the Eastern. But we'll do Western civilization.
12-year-old girl robs Michigan gas station at gunpoint. Wow, 12-year-old.
For what?
Wow.
I mean, seriously, for what? Gas?
Gas.
Bastos teenage, well, she's a preteen going crazy.
True. Very true.
Man, I have a 15-year-old, and she's starting to get interested in the boys now, and it's like, slow down there, girl, slow down. It's like, yeah,
Lucky
I feel
you.
brother.
Tomorrow
She has a
night's
good head on her
topic,
shoulders.
family advice.
Oh,
That's funny.
You
No,
heard about all those kids in Chicago hadn't you, stealth mode?
oh, I saw the videos, brother. They attacked
yeah, that was
a couple that was of a different ethnicity, and if you'd flip things around the other way, it would have been cities burning. And what I saw was horrible. And luckily, they got medical treatment, and they weren't too seriously injured. But still, the psychological fact of being attacked by a mob. I have been ganged up on like that, 3 against 1, and it's a terrifying feeling because you don't know if you're going to make it when there's that many against you,
Yeah.
and they're beating the shit out of you. And I made it okay. Few bumps and bruises, but I made it. But man, yeah, just out of nowhere, just like, hey, what's up, buddy? They attacked me on a soldier, and and I went down, and then they just, yeah.
Because
yes.
They're in
The
stealth
old-
mode.
the
You
old-
don't know they're there. They're in stealth mode.
the old Bell computer I have,
Yes.
I'm giving that to the veteran tomorrow
Good.
if
Cool.
they take
Cool.
it.
You have it all cleaned up and refresh install of Windows on it and everything?
Yep,
Good.
I'm in the Evo. Got RAM Windows code, Uncle Code can optimize on it.
Did you go to Nine and
Um,
download everything you see?
With that, it's sitting down in the kitchen right now.
Who are you going to give it to, Josh?
Veteran, the VA.
Ah. Did you already check with them and said they'll take it?
Yeah, they'll take it. The only thing they don't take is the monitor.
Which is interesting.
I was kidding. I said, did you go to Nine?
Because
What's it
people
called?
that are-
Nine?
Because it's people that are volunteering and they don't want to cut themselves. So they won't take the monitor.
How
But
would
they'll
they
take the tower.
how would they get cut on a monitor? That makes absolutely no sense.
I have no idea.
Well, how are they going to use?
Especially because the monitor that I'm giving them, it's not like an old glass monitor that they use like in Windows 95. It's one of those newer, it's one of these monitors, but it's like the 19-inch version.
Yeah, let me interrupt for just a second. Give shout outs to everyone that joined us. I didn't go back in time, so just a generic shout out. The macro is working perfect so far. The scroll started on its own, and then we'll see if the other two things I added work or not. And if they do, cool. If they don't, then I guess I'll work on them tomorrow. Again.
Cool. Thank you,
Why
Ken. See my name
why
up
they-
there. Thank
They're
you.
all saying good night already.
Yeah, the scroller, because of the scroller.
I just saw Goodnight on OBS, and I'm just now seeing the tomorrow's stream, which will be at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30
stream?
Central. Yeah, mine's behind. I don't get it. It's weird. And 7:30 Pacific. Should be one more thing on there, and let's see.
There it is. John Wick.
I look,
Now, can somebody see if there's audio to that? You may have to. Do I have that looped? I don't think I have it looped. I just saw Goodnight on OBS.
Yeah, there's audio. I can hear it. I got a meep meep.
You did get the meep. Okay.
I got another meep meep.
Yeah, I put two of them in there. Okay, cool.
Did anybody see that crazy guy that crawled up on the
Good night, everybody. We'll see you
that
tomorrow. Says about
that
7
KL
times.
whatever TV tower?
He's right down here, right down there.